Bienvenido. Welcome. What is the Cuba-Florida covenant? It's a commitment. It's a promise between two churches, two people from different countries, entering into the closest, most enduring, most sacred of pacts, just as a family. Covenants are as old as God's covenant with Noah and as new as the covenant of marriage.
Methodism began in Cuba in the late 1800s when two preachers went from Key West to Cuba to establish a chapel in Havana's Saratoga Hotel, having regular services. This was the first evangelical congregation ever assembled in Cuba. From then on, Methodist churches in Cuba were part of the Florida Conference Cuba, and Florida churches were one and the same, one family, until 1968 when the Cuba Church became autonomous. Because of many circumstances, family ties began disintegrating and were severed, until 1997 when Bishop Cornelius Henderson and Bishop Gustavo Cruz made a commitment in the name of both churches that the family ties would be restored and renewed through the Cuba-Florida Covenant. That was the beginning of the sister church relationships. Cuba Methodist Church's Bishop Ricardo Pereira expresses what the covenant has meant to the Cuban churches and people. This covenant made an eternal commitment where brothers and sisters of both churches would pray for each other, share worshiping and praise God, longing to see each other and receive news from each other to fellowship and love each other. This becomes our reason for existence, our purposes for ministry. Our goal is to have 100% active partnership with Cuba Methodist churches. How are the districts between Florida and Cuba related? Florida Methodist districts have been partnered with Cuba Methodist districts so that the whole island is in loving relationship with Florida churches. Become acquainted with your sister district in Cuba, your district superintendent, and its churches. May God bless you.